Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com with some job search tactics and motivation for today. And in this quick video, I'm going to talk about a key life skill that's truly essential for everybody to understand just for everyday life. But when you apply this to your job search, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 specific ways that you can do this, it will make a world of difference for you. And if this video is helpful for you, I invite you to click that like button so more people in your network can find it. So what's the life skill? Well, simple. It's understanding that what you say about other people says more about you than it does those other people. Does that make sense? So, like if I'm talking about what a terrible golfer my friend Pat is, well, maybe you're going to believe me that Pat is a terrible golfer, but the bigger message here is that I'm not much of a friend to Pat if I'm going to be talking about him like that. And how likely are you going to want to be friends with me if that's how I talk about my friends? Right? So let's apply this to your job search in 3 different ways. And we'll start with your LinkedIn strategy. How often are you recommending people? I know it's good to get recommendations, but how much time do you spend figuring out who you can recommend? Right? When you recommend somebody, think about this. Your name and your picture and your title sit on their profile for everyone to see, along with a very complimentary statement that you've made about them, which makes more of a statement about you than it does about them. And if they get lots of visitors to their profile, that's a great source of free, positive advertising for you. What about your networking efforts? What if you meet someone who needs a plumber, for example, and you tell them about your friend Joe, who's a plumber over at JL Plumbing, and what a great job they do, which they do, by the way, in case anyone out there needs a plumber. They do a great job. Well, now this person that you just met is getting the recommendation they need, and they're learning what a great person you are based on what you said about Joe over at JL Plumbing. The third way to apply this is in your interviews. Why did you leave your last company? And regardless of whether it's a layoff or a downsizing or the company moved or whatever, simply start your answer out with something that you liked about them. I mean, you could just tell them that you were laid off, and that would be truthful and it's not negative at all. Or you could say, it was a great company and I really love the people there that I worked with and I learned a lot, but unfortunately myself and about 70 other people were caught in a layoff. But even then, they went out of their way to help us by buying seats for us with the online outplacement service called SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com, which has been the best experience of my entire life. And it's why I immediately went to Paul Cameron's LinkedIn profile to recommend him, because his videos are the best. And it's why I always click like on them so that my network can find them. Sorry, too far. I get carried away, but you get the point. Instead of just saying that you are laid off, compliment the company, because that makes a statement about you and your character as a human being. It shows that you're a good person, and it's easy to like a good person. Companies tend to hire the person they like the best, not necessarily the most qualified person. So just simply understanding the psychology of relationships and how to connect with people is essential to your interviews. Everything we say creates a reaction of feeling in some way. We just need to think about it ahead of time, understanding that what we say about others really says more about us. Again, I'm Paul Cameron. I'm from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com. Subscribe to our free YouTube channel here for more tactics like these, or sign up to have a tactic like this emailed to you regularly by going to drivestaff.com/motivate. For more information about my strategic interviewing course, just go to SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com/interview. And remember, you have more control over what people think of you than you may realize. You can do this. It's time to get to work.